Line's good.
Yeah.
13.9 on that. It might get a bit better once it's not as fresh, but.
Especially, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, if Aaron's handle's coming off,
Yeah,
you got
here,
an
Corinne?
issue.
Corinne?
Just middle.
Okay.
Middle, like more. What order are we throwing the rocks in? Like, what am I throwing? I don't think it was the rocks. Yeah. 8. Yeah, I don't think it's 5-6 weren't too bad on 5 either.
Yep.
14.5 should be pretty close. Definitely not tight.
Bit of room. Oh, it's really swooping. It's holding now. Line's good. Yeah, running like it's a little hot for sure. I had a 14.
What was it?
14. It's full speed there.
Yeah.
Oh, that came off actually.
You one-man show today? So you a one-man show today? Who needs a team?
Other side. Oh, it's me first. Never mind.
Fair.
I was like cramping my style here. Never mind. I'm just gonna time this one. Yeah, 15.7. Mine's great. Mine's great.
If this loses its handle, we got a problem.
Curling.
Good throw, Aaron. 14 flat. Straight up there. You can probably open it up a bit more too. She was pretty positive there.
14. You know what? All right, 14 and change.
Line's nice.
There.
More than yours.
Line's
Yeah, all
really
there.
good.
Back house.
Okay, well then.
Okay. Might come off with this line.
Line's holding.
Coming down.
I think that should be good ice for that though. 13.6.
Yeah.
Nice throw, Des. I really like that throw a lot. She's really positive there. It looked good.
Yeah. safe to say they'll get more curl. Okay, 14, 14-6.
Line same as Dez's right now.
Lightest we've seen.
It's hanging right now. Lots of room.
Right.
Okay, now it's starting to go. Still room. Still room.
Yeah, we're all there.
Still room.
All there.
14-4.
Good, Ash.
Probably tighten it up, but I don't know. That's probably good for ice. Just like, not maybe tighten up the hair.
Where are we giving?
I gave there. Let's go there.
Okay.
Sterling's just standing there by himself.
They're all watching the game.
Oh, that's a reservation. I go to Sterling. I was like, "You a one-man show today?" He's like, "I'm a one-man show all the time." He's like, "I'm just the only one that's not late." Okay, it's right up here. 15 should be real close. Be nice and positive here.
Line's good. Sweep for T. Running a hair. Line's good. Right on the button. $14-9. Great throw.
Yes, we're the only ones out here now.
Good. That's good ice.
Yeah,
I had you just there.
like middle, eh?
I had you like here. Just inside middle.
Yeah, that was nice, positive to you.
Yeah.
Good curling. Good curling. Ooh,
Good curling.
good curling. Good curling.
Good curling.
What's that? Oh,
Nice sweet.
thanks. Good sweet. I'm gonna slide. Did you just dab?
No, I was gonna say something and then I remember.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That took. I was like. Alright, let's do.
Okay.
Same clean here.
Yeah. Be sharp.
Yep.
Do we want to maybe go with a 9-5 in the first set? Or we think maybe open up the broom a little bit for 10s, or
We just open up the broom.
just a hair?
Especially on those wings.
'Kay.
Just if it is how it was last
It
night.
seems to be curling like, yeah. I think if we can get them caught with those finesse shots.
Yeah.
Because did you see them walking?
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah.
So let's make sure that we're nice and positive through the broom, and we'll be golden. Then you can carry them a bit further too, right? They're not like, yeah, when Aaron's the handle came off on the one, I was like,
Now
what?
you know it's
Come on, Aaron.
help us out.
Let's be sharp.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here inside the Kamloops Curling Club women's final here at the Crown of Curling. Team Han versus hometown team here from Kamloops, Team Brown. And Team Brown will have the hammer here
10.
based on their record. So they were the #1 seed on the women's side. Or #2 seed. They were one of the top seeds. Jordan Kiss joined alongside Melissa Saligo.
9-8.
Stay close.
Clean.
It'll snap.
Yep.
Clean. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Ashley
Oh, yeah.
Klimchuk the lead
Just nose
here.
it. Good.
Good throw, Ash. I liked it.
Put
Good.
that one right on the nose. And for Team Han, this young team from China, I believe they are of junior
Good one.
age.
Yeah.
Done on an impressive performance here this weekend, Melissa. Team.
Nice work. Yeah.
Same weight's good, Ash.
Yeah. Same throw.
So Melissa Sligo is here. We're just having some quick audio issues. Let me just figure out the problem. Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh no. Weight's the same.
Am I on?
Yep, you're on now.
There we go.
Weight's the same.
All right.
Whoa!
Good to go.
Whoa! No! 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 No!
Oh,
No!
maybe
No!
it
No!
isn't.
No! 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 Sit down. Yep. Go! Go! Go. Sorry, does that hair more? I just didn't want it to. Good. 9-4.
So
Good throws,
we'll
Ash.
hit and roll to the wing here. It looks like a very open end early on. This is the second time these two teams have met this weekend. Team Brown playing them yesterday. Or was it Friday?
Crying.
They played them. they defeated them 4-2. It's been so long, Melissa. I don't know what day I got here anymore.
I think this is. I think we're counting now. This is your 11th game. Is it?
11th game of the
11th
weekend.
game. All right, you can have some excuses for sure. I was going to ask you if you can remember back to. I mean, you watch more games, obviously, on this sheet. Do the women tend to play a little
10
more
on the nose there,
defensive in the
Des.
first end? These two teams especially.
I think so. Team Han is a pretty defensive team. We did a game with them yesterday morning, and again, it was so long ago.
We think, yeah.
Yeah, they did. It was a very open game against Team Pierce. I don't remember really there being too many rocks to play. I know
Yeah,
they did blank the first 3 ends,
Yeah. Less than Ash.
if I'm not mistaken, and
Hard.
definitely know Team
stick,
Brown
really hard to stick.
isn't afraid to play that style as
Really
well.
hard to stick. Okay, you might be able to roll it, Ash.
Big, big, big.
Just kidding.
But you kind of heard,
Sit.
Team Brown to win this game.
Good, Des. You
They're
threw
going to
that well.
need to play aggressive, and they're going to
Fine,
need to
6, I
force
got
this Team Han to play some finesse shots.
I agree. I mean, we were watching Team Han over there playing against Team Work in the semifinal. She
We're gonna put you out of a job out here.
kind of put Mr. First draw
I
on the
didn't even
8th end,
do
but made a perfect draw on the second end or in the her second shot in 8 to win that game. So I think you have to put a little pressure on Team Han to try and make more difficult shots for sure.
This one will just hit enough of the yellow to get it out.
She's like going garters, go in.
It was hard for Team Brown to go out there and
Corner.
start this game because Matt
corner, though.
Dunstone's team was just
Tight
playing in
corner.
the final
Make
of
it
the
tight, Des.
Pinkies Masters Slam, and of course Matt dating Erin Pincott. And she's happy to have seen the result of that game.
Yeah, definitely. It's Desiree Haas, though, throwing here. Aaron the third. Lost to the second rocks.
Looking for a corner, I think.
That looks like a call here. Aaron and Corinne are mic'd up for this one.
Weight's good. Weight's good. Line only.
Oh, looks like it's skating a
Wait's
bit.
good.
Not curling yet. It's curling now.
Just tight. Tight.
Tight, girls, hard. Yep, keep it going, 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 keep it going.
Good, Des.
Sorry, a little more ice there.
It looked like
Great
a soft
weight.
release.
So they will make the corner guard. What's going to be a peel and probably roll in here for Team Han. It is the women's final here, the Kamloops Crown of Curling, part of the BC Women's Curling Tour, presented by Bel Air Direct Insurance and Best Western, the official hotel of Curl BC. And of course, Team Han defeating Team Work in the semifinal. They had a 3-2 record in the round robin.
Nice throw, Des.
Team Brown, the only undefeated team, 5-0 in the round robin.
I just wanted to
Defeated
go
Carla Thompson, fellow Kamloopsian.
Try the other side.
That's what you call them,
Sure.
Kamloopsian.
Kamloops.
Sorry for Kamloops. She defeated
No,
Carla
Skeeter, I
Thompson in
think.
the semifinal.
Typical first end, yeah.
So Erin Pincott now will throw her first. Lots of support here for Team Brown.
All there.
Line's
Team
good.
Han obviously not
Curling
taking any
early.
chances
there.
early in this first end. Peeling
Okay.
off the corner guard thrown by Team Brown.
Wait
Running in
only.
here.
But really
in
for
here.
Corinne, knowing that that's going to happen, it
Wait
doesn't
only.
matter if this
I
rock
think
is a
it's all-
corner
make
or
sure it's
comes
all
in.
in.
Okay.
I think
Just make
that
it fully in.
Team Han will go after it.
Fully in. Okay, Aaron, that's fine. Good throw. 15-1 on that,
We'll
guys.
come to the top of the 12-foot. Team Han, the third,
There's just
Maini
the whole thing
Wang.
was big for a guard.
Let you
anyway.
handle the names.
I'm trying it. They're not too bad. This one's the hardest of them all. So gonna hit, try to little roll towards the center. This one's staying a little straight on them and will roll out. It's another free draw opportunity for Aaron.
Kind of like throwing it in. They just draw here. Yeah.
You're gonna switch up the sides here. You give Team Han a different look.
Yeah.
We did see the game,
Same speed this way.
semifinal men's game, and we did see how much the ice was curling, and it was a kind of a gradual curl, but when it went, we talked about that earlier, Jordan, is that when it went, it really went, so you have to make sure that you have your brooms down, and this is an awesome opportunity for Corinne Brown to get a look at the ice early in
Line's
this game.
good.
Some freebies here.
Running.
Both these teams have played on this
Line's good,
sheet.
She-line.
Both of them
Make
coming
sure.
up with
Line's
victories.
great. Wait only. Hard. Line's great. Sweet for T.
Really curling now.
15-3.
Really
Line's great.
curling now.
Line's great. Yep, you can go a bit, Des. Yep. Nice throw, Aaron. Really good.
Super nice in that spot.
Great judge, you guys.
And we'll come to the 8-foot here, and for the skip CU Han.
On the first one. Okay.
Yeah.
Chance to throw her first.
That's way better than being wrong, though.
Speed's great.
Hey, she's on nice. That was nice and casual. This program is really
Yeah.
should be aware of that. Next 10 here. Yeah, I love Desmond just a bit. Aaron's fighting here as well.
Under
You 10. That really
goal again.
kind of
Same
takes
ice
it
as yours.
So just hit and stick. Again, try a little roll towards the middle.
Hard to say.
Clean it, and Will hits and will roll out, and it will stay in. So chance here for Team Brown to freeze
That should be closer.
on that
So mine was.
on that red one.
Even if like
Yeah, I'm
that's a bit
surprised
too.
that Team Han didn't actually sweep that one right out.
15-3.
Don't really want to leave it there.
This might go.
Just
really
kind of
hard
caught in
if it
between
lines
there,
up.
like you
Yeah.
left it. You kind of hope maybe spin back
Stay
in.
close for weight, just because you don't have a ton of
Yeah, but,
room to work with.
Deuce is on the board right now. If Corinne can make this one,
I think she'll still be pretty clean here, though. Just stay close, because I think it'll dive pretty quick, so the weight might come off. And we don't have a ton of real estate to work with. I think like a 15-2 should be plenty.
so Corinne will throw her first. Multiple-time BC Junior Women's Champion,
It's heavy, it's heavy, it's heavy,
Canadian
it's heavy,
Junior
it's heavy.
Champion.
Okay,
Whoa,
well
whoa,
then. Get her for
no,
line.
no.
Get off, Des, I think.
Whoa, Ash is close if anything.
Yeah.
Whoa, no.
This one
14-3.
is out there. A little heavy.
That's fine.
And we'll hang on
Sorry,
to
guys.
stay
Great
in the
judge.
back of the 12-foot.
Really good judge.
Yeah, just about 3 feet less weight, or 2 feet less weight. That
Oh,
would
we
have been
get a good
absolutely
line, I
perfect.
think.
Would have curled right onto that red stone.
Again for Team Han here, trying to stick around on the hit, make Corinne actually have to throw a shot for her blank instead of a simple throw through.
So
Last
some
one.
moving to do.
Yeah, it's way out there.
It really is.
And it will go by. So early opportunity here for Team Brown to get their deuce, and they're going to go a different path here. Would you, a little easier maybe just to play the same shot, Melissa, or just because there's not a lot of rings to draw to, you're going to play to the wing?
I'm a little, you know, I'm kind of two minds. I get playing the exact same path, and I don't know why you wouldn't. She threw it perfect. The girls, I mean, I don't think there's any danger in throwing the same path. I mean, I get why she's doing it this way, but I guess whatever's comfortable for her. It's not like she's changed turns, so I'm not sure it would have made a difference if she threw the same path over this path. But as a skip, what would you do?
I'd usually throw the same path because you know it, although when it came up. But I believe they threw this way during practice.
So they probably have a pretty good idea what it does.
Hasn't curled yet. Hasn't moved. There it goes. Keep it clean if you can. Yeah, keep it clean.
And keep it clean here, and this is looking great.
Right to T.
Nice shot.
Nice.
Early 2 here for the home team, Team Brown, with a 2-0 lead here early on. Kamloops Crown of Curling Women's Final.
This isn't just a beer. This is a double-aged, never back down, full of heart Western beer. This is a beer brewed by 16 guys who risked it all. Original 16. Underdogs since 1989.
Up a bit. Anya.
We're here.
Top 4 tight, yeah. Okay, let's keep it up, guys.
If you
14-6
slip in
on
on the second one, that's fine, right? Right to her, Ash.
Back here inside the Kamloops Curling Club, Jordan Kiss and Melissa Saligo. Women's final. Score 2 for Team Brown in the first end. Team Han will half the hammer.
And the way that end was shaping up, Jordan, you wouldn't have guessed there would be a 2 on the board, but
Yeah, it was set up for a blank, but
Line, or
see you Han flashed her last
Whoa,
shot,
better work a bit.
allowing Corinne the open house to draw to.
Has to sit. Has to sit. Just back 4.
14-4.
Maybe back 8. Ooh.
Okay, Ash. We'll throw another one in.
In.
And we'll come to the back 8 foot. And we talked in the first end,
14-4.
Aaron
on that, right?
Pincott dating Matt Dunstone, who just won the Grand Slam just a couple of minutes ago. Of course, Team Brown will be playing in the
Like
Tier
the
2
throw,
event at the Tour Challenge in a few
Stop eight on the
weekends in Nova Scotia.
oh, and they're so excited for this opportunity.
Yeah.
It's going to be fantastic to watch them.
Of course, Team Brown, one of the best up-and-coming women's teams here in BC. Second place finish at the BC Scotties last year. Looking to do one better. I think this is one team that a lot of people are picking as favorites this year on the women's side.
Yeah, for sure. They've had such a great season, and more to come, obviously. And like you said, just came really close to winning the Scotties, won by Sarah Wark. So great year, and yeah, they're just starting their women's career. So pretty exciting.
Yeah, they've already won one event this season.
Right to her. Nice
On the
and
women's
sensitive.
tour, that was in Abbotsford. Corinne making a fantastic shot on her last one to defeat
That's-
Team
yeah,
Richards.
Just make sure you're like right to her.
As that rock from Team Han slides into the 12 foot. And be an open hit here for Ashley. 3 of the 4 members on this Team Brown team from Kamloops. Desiree from the Lower Mainland.
I think she lives in Peachland now, though,
Is
doesn't
she,
she?
is she- I have no idea.
I think she moved to Peachland.
Clean it. Wait,
So
go.
she's now a local.
She is.
Oh wait, what? No roll, no roll, no roll.
Good, Ash.
Good, Ash.
Nice.
Just had to be
And
on it.
will
Do it well.
roll to the back 8 foot. Would be maybe better in that situation to just roll out.
I would think so. I don't think you want to. Well, based on this call, though, I was going to say completely opposite. But I don't think you needed to stay back there and leave anything for Team Han to draw to. But it looks like she's actually going to be throwing the hit. It's early in the end, and there's an opportunity for her to try and freeze to one of these rocks and maybe try and generate some, a multiple point end. But obviously feeling more comfortable with the hit.
So we'll hit and then we'll nudge the yellow one,
Side of the floor.
but will roll out.
Let's try this side.
And a very young Chinese team is Team Han. Not too sure of their experience level.
One thing we'll watch for Jordan is what's happening here, both in the first and second end, is Team
Line's a little tight.
Brown being allowed to throw these kind of
Line's really
freebie
curly.
draws. So having opportunities to see different paths of the ice and
good.
different draw weight, and
Line's good.
whereas Team Han hasn't. So
Line's good.
as this game progresses, it will be interesting to see if they rely on that information, or
Is that your final answer?
and Team Han if they've got a chance.
Good, Des. Nice.
And you tell a very relaxed mood for a Team Brown.
Locking it in, Ash.
That was funny.
I haven't heard that one before on the curling ice.
No, I like it. I like that one a lot. Obviously, a couple numbers being thrown out there, and then your final answer.
Next time I'm going to question my skip's call, I'm going to say, is that your final
Is
answer?
that your final answer? I like it.
So it looks like a hit and roll here for Team Han. But this one is going to over curl.
Oh, jeez.
Will come to the nose.
Sweep a little slide. No, all good.
I think nose is good.
Nose is good.
Right to her.
Team Brown would love to force Team Han to take a single here in the second end. So if they can keep these two rocks in the rings and far apart, they may have that opportunity.
Little up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, weight's good. Weight's close. Clean. Yep. 9-8. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clean all the way down, Ash. Clean all the way down. 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 You thought it was your turn?
Yeah. Nice.
So right on the nose.
9-4.
Yeah.
Another great shot from Desiree.
Okay, I just got to slide down beside that one. Really nice. What was the split, Corinne?
9-4.
Again, try for a little roll here for Team Han. Get in front of the yellow one. Hope for a jam.
All good. Yeah.
Maybe eventually you keep these rocks. You keep nosing, it goes high enough, and you maybe draw around. This one's looking a little better.
Trying to get that little roll, as you said, and looks pretty good. Great shot.
Just a hair high.
And they will roll to the 8 foot.
Just a hair high.
Hair high,
10.
roll in front. You have to be
Yeah.
careful.
Yeah, I'll make
Put this
sure
on the
it's
wrong
good.
spot. You might leave Team Han with the freeze to the back one.
If you hit it a hair high, they may play the double and try and get out of this end with a blank.
10.
Yep. Gotta go.
Don't want to over
Whoa.
curl it.
Gotta go. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Great
And they'll
sweep, you guys.
just
Great
get it.
shot.
Nice sweep.
Great sweep from Ashley and Desiree at the front end. Looks like they are going to go with the double. And try to blank here for Team Han.
I was not on board with that whoa. Good sweeping. Ooh.
And double here for Team Han. They will hit and roll.
First shot.
So yellow is shot stone. So they're gonna have to split here. No, play the. I like playing the hit.
Yeah, I think there's no reason not to play the hit.
I don't know what she said.
As long as there's a red rock in, you should hit it.
Same weight.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Does that look close for ice?
Yeah. We can roll pretty big.
Yeah, if anything ever went wrong with the draw or you put it in a place for the double, then you're just, you know, giving them the opportunity to have get a deuce. So, like the hit here as well.
Whoa! Yeah.
Close.
Yeah. Hard.
Hard.
I'd love to hit and roll in.
Roll it.
Try for a little roll.
Good.
Great
sweep
shot.
on both sides.
Nice sweep.
Nice sweeping. Girls are working hard.
We're working hard early in this one.
I thought you were a little.
It's another
wide.
double opportunity.
I wasn't sure if maybe I just didn't see something.
Oh, no, I didn't mind the throw.
Yeah, I thought you were close, and then it just went.
Yeah, tighten up the ice a little bit here and trying to get almost to the nose. Maybe titch high side to get the double.
First one curl up nice too.
That was good.
Close, same thing.
Again, this one's just hanging out for him. Oh, might get it.
Same thing.
Really close.
Almost the exact same result as the last one.
Mine was a 10.
So again, looking to roll a little more towards the middle here for Team Brown.
You got it.
So Corinne will head down to throw
Just stay
her
close the
first.
whole way.
It's over on sheet 5 next door, men's final. Team Matsumura versus Team Tardy. We'll give you updates on the score there as they become available.
Stay close. Whoa. Never.
Close, yeah! Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! It should be okay.
Corinne
Corinne
really.
wants them
It's
off.
fine.
Aaron's saying it's fine. Is it going to be fine?
I don't know.
And it will
yeah, it should
just
be.
roll
Sorry.
out. So, no missed line call from Aaron.
And I'm not sure that there was a weight call on that from the brushers, so they may,
ahead, though, hey?
you know, may have been more weight than she was thinking that she was throwing. So, yeah, just overall communication.
Team Han going to go for the freeze here and try to generate their 2.
Might as well wait to do it
good
now
place,
and try and
though.
get a skips and deuce. She make this perfect shot.
It has to be perfect.
If it does, it could end up being a force. So,
I was a little tight on you, so I kind of paused a bit.
Oh, okay. So yeah, a little late.
Yeah, no, sorry. Like a 9-2 or something.
9, yeah. Good. Almost stumped you.
I
Like
so
it came up.
it was
Came
like-
up a 10, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely the way missing for sure.
Freeze to the rock at the back 12.
I just have to blast.
CCU has her draw weight through 2 hits in the first end.
mine looks pretty close.
It's pretty close as well. Maybe a little heavy. Try to get some separation here. Will bounce off.
You want to roll a bit there?
And force to 1 is on for Team Brown if they can roll and stick.
Nice hers
I like that. Ice. Just stay close with it because like they did come up.
Yeah. Yeah, nice 10. Right to me.
Can you sweep? I don't know if I think that might just be in the ice. But
Yeah, I was there last night.
Okay. Just nice 10. I'll give you less weight than I just threw.
So a 10. So Kermit saying there she's going to throw a little less weight. 10 usually means a control.
Roll his center a little bit if you can. Just to kind of separate him a little bit.
Important thing here, just to remove the red.
Clean. Clean. Clean.
Whoa.
Clean. Clean.
Close.
Clean.
Des, go a bit.
Clean.
Des, go.
It's just nosing. It's okay. That's fine.
Nice
Good.
shot.
Yep,
Good one.
on the nose, and there is a double and blank opportunity.
Yeah.
No, I think they're just going to go for their single point here.
Shot.
Probably tighten up a bit for the roll, I think. But
Might be worth
Yeah.
taking it on if you just throw the out turn at it.
Yeah, no, it's there. You hit quarter of a
Definitely
rock.
there. Yeah.
what's the time on that?
10-1.
But they're going to take their one here. He needs to stick around full 12.
Throw. Those feel really nice. Nice and positive.
Last rock here into women's final. And they're on it right away. Again, this one's over curling. Maybe make the blank, and they'll get away with it. So a blank end here in two. They did exactly what we asked for. Or we thought they should do.
Absolutely.
It did it the hard way. So Team Han will keep the hammer heading to the third end. So Team Brown holds on to their 2-0 lead here. Women's final. Kamloops Crown of Curling.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%.
Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Go for. All right, Ash. 15. Right to her.
And number 3 underway here in Kamloops. It's the women's final of the Crown of Curling.
Top 4.
Fourth event on the BC Women's Curling Tour presented
Gotta sit
by
for
Bel Air
5.
Direct
Yeah.
Insurance and Best Western.
Pull up
Joining
right now.
Kiss alongside
Coming off.
Melissa Saligo.
Really coming down. Back. Sit. Really grind, baby.
It's the second end in a row that Ashley Klimchuk, her first rock slipping to the back of the ring, so she's going to need to
14-1.
find some draw weight. Want that preferably in the top 4 area, top 8. It looks like a corner guard now being thrown by Team Han, and maybe trying to generate some rocks in play and try and get a deuce.
It's a corner guard. And it's a great shot from the lead, Yu Ding.
Top 4, Ash.
You got it.
So Ashley now, great opportunity to, again to find her draw weight, like you said, Melissa. Top 4.
It's good.
Bit more line on this one.
We're okay. It's holding. holding.
Brushers are down, so it looks like the weight
Looks like
is
it's
much
sailing.
closer.
Still
Can we get to the nose of that?
backed off it. Saying it's heavy again.
Gotta
Oh, it
curl
is
mile
too.
through that. Des, can you go? Go, Des, go, go, go.
Yeah,
Go,
little
Des,
bit,
go,
little
go,
bit, little bit,
go,
little
go,
bit,
go, go,
little
go,
bit.
go, 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 go. Okay.
And it will come to the back of the forefoot.
Not the area you want your two lead rocks to be
Yeah,
for
that's
sure,
our bad.
Jordan.
No, absolutely not.
be
So
on it
hit and
early,
roll
sorry.
opportunity here.
And Team Han could actually ignore both of those stones and go around the corner
Yeah,
that they
it's a good
just
ad,
threw,
though.
and
Like-
those really aren't going to be of any benefit to them at this point. A hit and roll is a really tough shot, or she could throw the exact same come around draw around that corner and put some pressure on Team Brown.
Now, they are behind the tee line. If they were above the tee line, you would definitely play a hit and roll
Absolutely,
here. But
yeah, but not if you're behind. No need to.
well, they will just remove the
Just a
two
tad.
yellow rocks. Again, maybe some inexperience on this Team Han team.
So Team Han team is going to be hoping that Team Brown hits and rolls out, so they have an opportunity to use that corner now, or otherwise we're going to just be exchanging hits here for
Hard, Ash.
the rest of this end.
Clean.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
keep
fine.
going,
Just
keep
clean.
going, keep going. Nice.
Right on the nose
Des,
from
wait, slow.
Desiree. Again, going to try it for the roll.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't too worried. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be okay.
And this one is hanging out. And it will be enough to hit the yellow, but they will roll out, and Corinne's going to
Feel.
peel this one. We're on our way for another possible blank end.
Whoa. Clean. Clean. Just clean. Just clean. Just clean. You're good. Nice throw, Des.
Peel made from Desiree.
You know. Pick the right turn, I guess.
I was like, that's a far roll, Puddle.
I know. I was like, hey, you're confident. If she throws it like that.
That's the
it's
good
up.
news of
Give her
having
up
open
for
play
anything.
through 3 ends here. It's just the game's flown by.
That's right.
We're like not even half hour into this one. We're already almost done 3.
That's perfect, actually, because I got to go catch a flight, so I might get the whole game in.
Yeah,
with
you might. You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice
We'll
shot,
just
Des.
keep this up.
Team Han going to throw a corner guard to the other side.
I think we just throw it in, though. No? I don't think we need to throw a guard. Just top 4, hey? Yeah.
So that one will slide on through. And there now again another free draw for Corinne
Line's
Brown
good.
and her team.
It's not. It's running right now. Running.
Line's good. It'll swoop.
Whoa. Ash is close all day. Okay, it's
There
taking
it
a turn
goes,
now. It's
starting to
taking a
curl.
turn. Ash
Starting
is
to
still
curl.
close. Ash is still close.
Really curling. Really, really curling.
Good throw, Aaron. 15-2 on that one, guys. Good judge.
And on top of
throw,
the
Zach, or
forefoot,
Des?
it will stop. And Team Han another hit opportunity. Again, hoping for a miss from Team Brown.
Same line as Korean straw for 2. Just hold, then goes.
hit is made. And early 8 foots, another nose hit here for Aaron. He's been playing with the Corinne for a very long time. Back to juvenile level, I believe they're playing together.
So, yep. Went to, I believe they went to the Canada Winter Games.
Lots of BC Winter Games in there as well.
Yep.
Curl.
Junior Nationals, World Juniors.
Hard, Ash! Hard, Ash! Hard, Ash! Really hard, really hard, really hard. Sit down. Atta girl. Good sweep, Ash.
And the rock will hang on.
So continuing just to exchange stones here in the
I like the throw.
third end.
That it just tracked a little bit. Looked like a nice positive throw though.
Yeah.
Again, hit and stick here for Team Han.
That's exactly how yours for 2 ran though. It's like
Right.
out, in.
Yeah. Yeah, nice throw. Just that smidge up that it just ran in here.
Yeah.
She got good, so. Nice 10 here, try to roll center.
And again, perfectly on the nose.
Right here.
Corinne will head down to throw her first
can probably
here
sneak
in
it
the
in,
third
Smidge.
end. The women's final,
My
the
voice is
Kamloops
just
Crown of Curling.
Nice 10. We can roll a center if possible.
4th of 5 events on the BC Women's Curling Tour.
Yep.
They're on it out of her hand here.
Wow! Clean!
Oh, no, it's okay.
Clean! We're on the nose.
A little early panic from Corinne, but
No! Clean!
I'm actually going to roll to the other side here.
Sorry, I thought I got it
I was
going
just
out of my
thinking that
hand a little
before
bit,
she
so I-
threw Jordan, that you know, when you're playing kind of an open game, you actually have to
Sorry.
focus
No,
more,
I was with you.
right? You have to make
Oh,
sure
the hair
that
tight.
you don't
Yeah, I thought I got it.
make any assumptions with how easy the shots could possibly be, and that you're still throwing the right weight at the broom, the right turn, and still making your shots 100%.
Yeah, you don't think about with an open game, your mistakes are more costly to your team.
Absolutely.
Like we saw it in the first end when CU flashed her last shot. It gave Corinne an open draw for 2. Gonna have to play a little role in here to be in the house. Knows you might have a biter.
Hard on the roll. Hard on the roll.
And they will hit and they will roll all the way out the other side. So another
Center.
free draw here. And Team Brown should have their draw weight nailed by now.
Did you see what my 1-in-1 was? Probably a 14-8, something like that.
Saying she needs to throw about a 14-8, so it's ice is running pretty good here in Kamloops. Mike Merklinger doing the ice this weekend.
Okay. Definitely will swoop in there, so.
She delivers her last rock here in the third end.
Felt it.
Line's
You're
good.
up.
Put it in the house.
Yeah, it's running like it's hot. It's running like it's hot. Yeah, running like it's hasn't moved yet. No. Don't think about it.
I'm gonna stay off it here. I'm sure to hang on the back house. We'll see what happens, and it will just go out.
Yeah, Corinne knew out of her hand. She just gave that one a little extra. So again, just getting back to our point a couple minutes ago about making sure you're paying attention to the easy shots.
Oh, shit.
That one not costly, however.
13-0.
Oh, we'll give CU here on just a throw through for the blank. Yeah, again, learning moment here. You can, free chance to just learn a spot in the ice if you're not too sure about it. And it will go on through. We'll have a blank here in the third end. Team Brown will hold on to their 2-0 lead here. Women's final crown of curling from Kamloops.
This isn't just a beer. This is a double-aged, never back down, full of heart Western beer. This is a beer brewed by 16 guys who risked it all. Original 16. Underdogs since 1989.
So I'll put up blanks. Or I won't.
Ashley Klimchuk delivering her first here in the fourth end of the women's final, the Kamloops Crown of Curling. Team Brown up 2-0 after their score of 2 in the first end. The last two ends have been blank from Team Han.
Do you ever decide once, if you're Team Brown, Jordan, that maybe you throw the tight center and try and force the issue a little bit more? I mean, I know they're in complete control with a 2-0 lead, but
I think they're happy with the way this is played out. Team Han hasn't been making a lot of hit and stays this game, so.
True. Maybe it's just me that wants to force the issue a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. Like, we keep asking for them to put more rocks in play, but of course we can't control the game, and they're playing to win. They're not here to put on a great show for us, kind of thing, right? That's just an added bonus.
I do think she called the corner, actually.
Yes.
Gonna leave that one top four and call the corner here. That's a great placement by Ashley. Much better than behind that tee line.
You see Kamloops Crown of Curling on the BC Women's Curling Tour, presented by Ballard Direct Insurance, where Curl BC members can benefit from a discount on car, home, condo, and tenant insurance, on top of any other savings, discounts, and benefits you're already eligible for. You go to ballarddirect.ca, I believe. I should know this.
You should.
I should. I've been there. I've checked it out. I've said this I don't know how many times already.
11. Well, times what, 4 a game?
Times 4, times like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
I should know. I checked it out, but if you do go to Ballard Direct, you're going to save a ton of money, especially on car insurance. And when you do call them, let them know that you are a Curl BC member and you can receive your exclusive premium. Well, as well, I'd like to thank Best Western, the official hotel of Curl BC, as well as our new sponsor here, Original 16, the new official beer of Curl BC.
Got a curl.
You can go to curlbc.ca to figure out more on the partnership and how to get Original 16 inside your curling club.
Whoa, let it sit. Let it sit. Okay, good, Ash.
So just over in the peek over at the men's final, it looks like Tyler Tardy had a draw for 3 and he crashed on the guard, so he will get 2 in the second end.
Team Tardy looking for their second win on the season.
Pretty nice guard there by Ashley, just maybe over curled by about an inch. Gives Team Han access to it. She could play the corner freeze. I think she might be playing the tap.
You can see about half of it, so tap's definitely an option. And don't have to tap it out.
Definitely not, no, and you want to keep your shooter in play for sure. It would have been really nice actually to maybe just to throw back line, back 8 weight, and just tap that Yellowstone to back of the rings and give yourself some options here to create some rocks in play and try and get a deuce.
And definitely keep rocks in the back. You might get a jam.
That's right.
From Team Brown.
And by throwing that extra weight, you had no choice but to roll away, so now an open hit for Team Brown.
We're going to try to roll behind the center.
Whoa! Solid. Aaron, you got to go to stick. stick, Aaron. Hard to stick. Go, 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 go. Hard, 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 hard. Great sweep. Yeah, 9-7.
So they will hang around the 12-foot.
9-ish.
Not a threatening rock to
think
Team
I
Han
got
here,
I
so
got 9-7, but it looked
I like to
heavier
come
than that.
around. Could go around your corner.
Yeah, you definitely could go around your corner as well.
And, you know, you have the corner guard. You use it. See too often, you throw up the corner guard on your lead rocks, and it never comes into play.
Exactly. I think the team just trying to decide which way to go right now, but I kind of like going around the
Yeah,
corner.
you go around the corner. You force Corinne to make a tough decision whether to follow them down or go behind their center guard. But there you are going to go around the center here.
That's a lot of ice.
That is a ton of ice.
Going around the center as well, that one's a little higher than the red stone, the red corner, so it will have, you have to be almost fully buried, otherwise Team Brown would have access to it.
Yeah.
Look at that one go. My goodness.
The rock was on the broom was on the edge of the 12. It's going to come to the other side of center. Wide open here.
What do you think,
Yeah,
10?
there.
10? Okay. Give me a smidge less than you just threw.
I can't believe how much that one curled.
Yeah. I remember like something it's always, you know, it's Chinese teams have always had. You remember when Bingu Wayne, when she first kind of broke out, they were putting way more ice for their draws than anybody else.
Just because of their lack of rotation,
Whoa.
for sure. But I thought this team was actually putting a little bit more rotation, but not. That one definitely only had about one and a half.
No, keep going. Straight. I don't know. Sorry.
Kind of in between, they'll get a smidgen of a roll.
Yeah, she wasn't sure whether to go away or go behind, so got caught in the middle. It's a great
That's
shot.
all right.
Someone just had to sweep. I didn't really care at that point.
So Team Han going to try to do the same, hit and roll.
I've seen more of this one than the previous one, so
Nice throw, Des.
I'd like if they would drop their weight a little bit, just throw a nice soft hack weight. Try and get some curl on it. You can actually try and be a little aggressive on the roll and go to the red one if you need to. We know how much it curls there. This one's got some work to do.
Should have finished a bit here after the hog line.
Pretty darn close. They did roll under her.
I was waiting for you to make comments on the sweeping.
Hack, just
No?
try to get to nose.
Was it supposed to?
Literally.
What comment was there?
I'll wait for it.
Okay, right to her.
Yeah, so again, soft weight here. You can come to nose, try for a little roll in. Third rock's now in 4.
Oh, then. Curl, curl.
You hear the rushers yell solid out of their hands, so more weight than I think
Hard,
Corinne
Des.
called for.
Hard the whole way.
Hard all the way. Hard all the way, Des. Hard all the way, Des. Go, 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 go. Great sweep.
Great
Good
sweep.
brushing.
I like the throw.
For as open as this game has been, Desiree and Ashley have had to sweep a lot of rocks end to end.
It's true.
It's a nice spot there.
So Team Han had a look at it. It looks, we can't see the overhead, but it looks
Yeah.
like if she noses it, she may not be shot. It's pretty close though, but she's going to try and roll towards the other yellow brown stone.
Exactly, yeah.
And that corner freeze it.
Yeah. Try and pull the play away from that center line guard. Keeps the blank alive too if she can group these two rocks. Great
And
shot.
Look at the roll, and
Just nose.
Yeah.
Team Run's going to nose it.
10.
Not an easy to roll, especially, you know, probably the red will most likely hit the yellow one. Maybe just chip it.
Right on the beak.
I'm just going to go nose here. See if Team Han decides to play the double or go around.
Over curl.
They will hit the yellow, and the red will go
That
out.
wasn't firm.
11. I got.
Yeah.
Thought you threw it well.
Yeah.
The yellow is kind of half buried here,
I didn't
but
realize it was
allows
that
Team
out.
Han to go behind their corner.
Maybe just out there as it came off. I don't know.
He's thrown a couple out there.
Yeah.
Being this late in the end, Jordan, you know, they could throw again that nice soft hack weight and actually cross that yellow one and just roll fully buried behind the tall yellow guard, center guard.
Yeah.
Try and make it more difficult for Corinne Brown to have access to it. You saw what happened on their draw earlier. It went sideways, and I think this one's pretty close to doing the same thing.
Or by the yellow. And we'll get a little roll in.
Nice shot.
You want to just freeze? I don't think you can get it. No. Well, how much do you have on this side? Yeah. Freeze here.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah.
I'm gonna maybe
15
draw,
change.
Yeah.
freeze on it. Can shrink that scoring area down. Yeah, the red one's pretty much buried.
Yeah, but it curls so much with that out turn there. You could actually probably could come down here and hit it out and just roll. You can be aggressive on the roll again. You don't have to keep your shooter, but by this you're almost saying, you know, you're almost giving up two, saying you can have your two in this end by throwing the draw here. I just think that guard's so high that you do have access to it. So I would give it. If you hit the guard, so be it. I would give it a go. I would throw the guard or the draw here.
Oh, that's heavy.
Looks up. Looks through. Okay, we'll come around. Close.
I think
Close.
Corinne threw a heavy one in her
Okay, no, then.
previous end, did she
No.
not?
Yeah, she did.
The end before?
Sweepers knew it right away. Corinne knew it as well.
Just picked.
Oh, it picked, and it's
That's fine.
gonna hang on there in the back 8 foot.
14-4.
Good judge.
So Team Han, yeah, put it right on top of your own. Do that sit too buried. Corinne's gonna have a difficult shot to cut them down. I'd go right to it.
Yeah, I'd go right on top of this redstone for sure.
That's really tough to leave Corinne a double.
Yeah, you got it half buried,
Yeah.
3/4 buried on either side. You're good. She'd have to make another draw around those two reds and try and sit back 4.
Well, it's first skip rock here for Team Han. Down 2-0 in the 4th end.
That actually curled a decent amount. Like at the end. Yeah. Same ice if we have to draw around. If she's top 12 or something.
So they're on it right away. They can finish for him. It's going to be perfect. It looks like they just...
The double.
Well, they didn't even go on it for weight. They didn't sweep it to make it curl till the very end. And there is a double here for Corinne.
Yeah.
And that might just be a little bit inexperienced. They could have at the hog line switched sweepers so that
The
the
thicker the better, probably.
Yeah,
sweeper on the right hand
you
side
just
was
guarded a
was
bit.
making it curl the
Okay,
whole way.
no
Weight
problem.
was absolutely
peel.
perfect.
Just make
Just
sure you
made it curl
sweep
the
Well,
whole
she
way.
had it. Yeah,
Middle
you
one.
sweep it to make it curl. You're dead buried, and Corinne doesn't have anything.
I agree. So double opportunity here now. Corinne just needs to hit half a rock on the outside to get them both going.
Yeah, kind of just hit it what she can see.
on the
just,
middle one,
just
Eric.
a little.
Hard on the middle one. Good.
And she will hit it
What a
enough.
great shot.
Nice throw.
And it's going to be a draw for one here for Team Han.
Nice sweeping. Really nice.
Sorry,
Nice
guys.
you
I'll
hit.
pick up my socks and my drawers. Jesus. Do you want to say, like, kick with the weight?
Okay, sure.
Or, like, same with draw with the button. Just say that, you know? Oh, I'm just hawking them out. It's not that it feels quicker. I'm just
Last rock,
absolutely
fourth
hawking
end.
it down there.
Chance to get on a board. It's a draw against two. Needs
I like
full
that
8
though.
foot.
Didn't really move at all. No, please, man.
Just had perfect draw on her previous shot, so exactly the same shot. Just give it to your brushers.
Gotta pick up her socks.
My first one in that end, I'm like, barely came out. I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna give it
Yeah.
to you guys.
No, that was nice. Really good throw. I know. I came back. I was like, oh, did that get into the forefooot?
No, right?
It's like a 15-8 or something like that.
This one doesn't look heavy. Third will come out to sweep it here. Got to get it in the house.
Uh-oh.
And it will be light. It'll be a steal of 2 for Team Brown here in the fourth. They'll take the 4-0 lead as we're halfway through the women's final here in Kamloops at the Crown of Curling.
Miles ago, champ. Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ. Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
And then top 12-ish, something on yours. See where they go.
Yeah. It looks really close. We could put them in.
Okay, so this is sort of fifth then. No more than
go
2
fast.
here.
Yeah.
Crap,
Yeah,
sorry, let's go.
do it.
Second half about to begin here in the women's final of the Kamloops Crown of Curling. Part of the BC
Blanket.
Women's Curling Tour presented by Bel Air Direct
Curling.
Insurance and Best Western. Join a kiss with
Curling.
Melissa Saligo. After Team Han's draw came out
Gotta sit in
light
line.
in the fourth, it was a steal of 2 for Team Brown.
I think you can go a bit.
They will
you can
double
go,
the lead
go.
here. Team Brown,
Good,
the
Ash, nice
hometown
pass.
team,
Well.
looking to win their second event in a row.
No question this end. Team Han needs to throw the corner and try and get something going here. Try and get back,
Yeah.
get on the scoreboard and get back in the game.
Probably give her some Larry so we can always finish it. Depending where this one goes, might have to get it to me.
Nope, gonna try and generate some points here. Expect lots of rocks in play.
This is when you start doing the tapping and just moving things behind the tee line and also ignoring stones and trying to get behind your corner guards that you're throwing. Just try and put pressure back on Team Brown, make some difficult shots.
All right, now for Team Han, from what I'm observing right now, it doesn't seem that the energy is there for them.
I
They,
was just thinking that as well.
yeah, their body language just, they seem a little droopy. And it just, they don't seem upbeat about it. It's kind of been like that the whole game too. It wasn't just because they gave up a
Similar
steal.
line.
They just, maybe it's fatigue.
Bit more room, bit more room.
No, it's their 7th game here. And 7th game in 3 days. That's a lot.
Curl. Go Ash or Des, sorry. Go Des, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go,
It's
go,
a nice
go,
pair
go,
by
go,
Ashley
go, go.
Klimchuk.
That's it.
Finally getting her draw weight
throws,
down
Ash.
after struggling with it
16
early on.
So 2 options here for Team Han. They can just ignore those 2 stones and come around the corner, or they can throw kind of a back 8, back 12, and just try and tap that one that's top 12 that's just thrown by Ashley and roll towards the corner. Perfectly okay, though, to keep that Yellowstone in the house.
You think of throwing a second corner guard?
I'm not sure I'd throw a second corner with those two rocks. They're in such good position in the middle of the ice there, so I think I'd be tempted either to move it and just ignore it and go right around.
You can just throw, back house weight at it, back 8 weight, and hit and roll. You don't need to throw control or anything. So they are going to go, I think they're going to play the double corner guard here, maybe just a biter in the top of the 12. So that is a really high one that's just over the hog line. And it's not going to do them too much good.
Looking for the tight tight corner.
And they will make
this
it.
Treat over here.
Yes, you can go right in here for Team Brown. You can
Poster, let's do that.
put another guard up. You can tap.
Just a tap there, Des. Just T-weight.
It's just going to tap. And in the men's final, in the third end, they're going to put the score up here. It's going to be a score of 2 for Team Matsumura. They will tie the game there against Team Tardy.
Line's good. Wait only. Room. Whoa. No. It's got to curl lots. Ashley. Has to curl a mile. Go. Oh, it's too late for that now. Yep.
You really want to get this one to
Go,
center.
go,
You
go,
don't
go,
want to
go. You're
leave
good, you're good,
anything
you're
on
good. Go,
that
go.
side of the ice,
Okay.
so it gets closer and closer to those corner
Double's
guards.
always jamming.
Ended up in a
so,
pretty decent position.
like if you're getting a roll.
It's not bad.
Sorry, that was a bad word.
A little light from
That was
Desiree.
her first.
By throwing that second corner, however, now it's going to take at least 2 rocks to get rid of
At least
those
you're on the
3
right side
yellows.
with
So
your
now
slider.
they're going to
You
start
can
throwing
actually
hit
do it.
weight, and it's harder to keep your shooter when you throw the hit weight. But you have no choice now. You can't ignore all 3 of them. You throw about a hack and try and move some stuff around and try and roll over towards those corner guards. The key here, though, is keeping your shooter in play. You don't want to roll out.
They will roll, and they will stick in, and they will.
That is a great shot.
They'll leave a Team Brown rock on the button, buried.
Or do you want to try to rip that? Okay. Those are pretty decently lined. Like, those are pretty good.
They're going to peel off the really high one here.
Clean. Whoa. You should be fine. Just clean. Nice throw, Des. Nice throws.
And Desiree will make the peel.
Good adjustment this end, Ash. Good adjustment this end. Yeah.
Team Han. You could come around and try to freeze the one on the button.
Now it's your turn.
Are they going around the corner?
I think they are. No, they do.
She could play the same shot. She could play
Yep.
the out-turn tap and roll again and push the yellow back. Not necessarily out of the rings, but back, and just try and roll your shooter. You just made a perfect one on the previous one. You know Corinne's going to go after that corner guard right away.
That will come to the back 12.
They're third.
So
Try to run that.
you can get 2 of these reds, maybe all 3 of them out. Looks to be just under half.
Yeah, I'd say, about half, just under half. Get something going.
I'll try to get 2.
Big
If you can get the third one, it'll be a nice little bonus. Okay, 1,
That's fine.
2, and that'll
That's a
jam,
great
and
shot, and Rose a shooter.
Atta girl, nice throw.
Really nice shot.
As long as you hit that top one, you're fine.
So again, so Team Han is sitting second there in the 12. And now again, you can freeze to it. And that's what they're going to do here. Play the freeze.
Most importantly, I think, Jordan, they want to make sure that they get another redstone in the rings here, preferably second, third shot.
And top 8's okay. Just going to give a rock an extra clean here. First of the third rocks for Team Han.
This one's got some movement to go here. Fine, that's pretty close.
Everything's almost there. It's a nice shot,
Really great shot.
but it is open.
Ooh, yeah.
Chance to play the inside roll and have 3 yellows lined up.
Yeah, that just needed to curl another 2 inches. It would have been perfect. So
Do you like that ice?
great opportunity here now for Team Brown.
And nose to the inside will guarantee you that the red one will go by the yellow.
Yep. Hard! Hard! Hard!
Gotta get by the yellow one first, and it will not.
Sit.
Guess the good news is the yellow one will hang on. Looks like the red one is third.
Hey, slid well.
It's close to tell.
Tight ice you and you do that at the same time. It doesn't work. The weight was good.
My friends over here think it's red. Let's go with that.
Okay, we'll assume it's
We'll
red.
assume it's red.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, she just got to center quick there, right out of her hand. So
So they're going to play a freeze on this yellow one.
it's getting late in the end. They
betting,
almost
did you
have
say?
to move that yellow one a little bit. I wouldn't mind maybe even throwing a bit of a tap. The thing is, though, your shooter is going to be important where you leave it because it could set up a double for Team Brown.
They can draw into the 8-foot here on the right side. It won't leave a double for Corinne. We'll come down and talk about this.
She could play the short
well,
run.
Doesn't matter of who is shot on the left side here.
Not at the moment, no. Not at all.
So that wouldn't affect your call whether Team
I don't
Brown
think
shot or
so.
your shot.
No, I think she needs to make sure that whatever happens on this one, her shooter and the stone that's just in the biting top 4 are not in a position to be doubled out. So wherever she's going to throw the shot, that it needs to be in an even position. So you could either come down and you could throw this shot, the red, onto the yellow shot and try and roll your shooter over here. My fancy drawing. I don't know how I got yellow, but I'm gonna go back to green. Or you can even throw the tap this way, Jordan, back at yellow again.
Nope.
And try and roll your shooter this way and hope that you don't set up a double between those two. So there I pushed green.
Still talking over. They're also seem pretty content on just playing the straight freeze.
With only 3 rocks to go, I'm not sure. You know, and if you put it in there, you got to make sure that Corinne doesn't have that ability to throw the double that way.
You almost have to get to the inside of
Okay,
this
so my
yellow one.
green's not working, so we're gonna try a different color here.
You want green here? What do you mean?
I want purple, but you guys won't give me purple yet.
That's Marcio. Maybe for Kelowna we'll have purple.
All right, let's see if the green works this time. So she just, there you go. So she's just throwing the freeze there. If she could tap it back a little bit, that's not the end of the world. I think you really have to move that yellow one soon.
So last of the third rocks here in 5. Team Han kind of has Team Brown on their heels a little bit.
First objective is don't put this in a position where Corinne will have the double.
It's a little heavy. It is going to bounce.
Like that.
That's a very thin double.
It is thin. So this is where you have to look now to see who's 4th and 5th shot. Is
I'd
it
actually
worth?
bet it was us.
If it's red, you
I might
might
be
want
a
to take
little,
on the
like,
thin double.
Positioning
And if it's
myself
not,
so we are shot.
I mean, it's hard to say.
Yeah, because the double might jam over there too, right?
And you just heard Corinne say the double might jam.
Like if they play the double, it might.
So try to hit and
Yeah, so just,
roll.
like, hit half a roll. I think that should be. Do you like that ice? Yeah.
Just roll to the center line.
Let's go.
A little more.
Yeah, I think she's trying to roll maybe even half behind this red stone here, so that if she plays this double, that maybe the middle one will jam and only one will go.
Yeah, the middle one will go towards the red there.
Yeah.
So skip rocks here in 5. Women's final, Kamloops Crown of Curling.
I don't think you need to play this one too cutesy. You just want to make sure you get some sort of.
Will come to nose. So double is there. But you could leave a triple for Corinne.
A triple? Wow.
You never know. I think you have to move both these yellows.
Definitely.
I think you play the double.
It looks like if you play the double, the reds will be again in a position perhaps for Corinne to throw a double right back. And then those two on the left come into play for sure.
So double these yellows here. Yeah, Corinne will definitely have a double on her next. So we're off it early here. This is wide. This might go by everything. And it will. Huge miss from Team Han. That could definitely cost them some points here. Team Brown sitting 2 without the hammer. Now for Team Brown, what do you do, Melissa?
I think you've got a couple options. My first thought was to actually, where Aaron was pointing kind of on the center line, just maybe corner freezing the redstone so that they don't have anything off that one. You also could bump that yellow a foot. That's in the top 4 foot. And then roll a little bit towards the center. Right now, all, depending on where this goes, obviously, but Team Han has a bit of an out on their redstone on the right-hand side. So you want to just make sure that they can't get everything out, right? You want to make sure that they only have a shot for one.
Do you consider playing a hit and roll off the red one, or is that just too risky?
I feel like that's a little bit risky. I mean, if they're confident with the ice, for sure, but I'm just not sure that you need to move it. You're sitting 2. No, she's going to play it.
They're going to go for it. Like,
if she's confident in playing the hit, absolutely. But I mean, actually, if you catch the back one, it's probably... No, you don't want to catch the back one, actually.
Yeah, like
you want to be line 3 because you've got that
no,
red
if
one
you
over
hit
the
it
side.
and you roll center, you corner freeze through yellow, then there's not much for Team Han to get in there for her one.
Anywhere on center line side.
Yeah.
Then she's got to pretty much hit all 3 to even bring that red one into play over on the left. I'm not sure I love the hit, but if Corinne is comfortable with it, then it's definitely her call.
She hasn't had her draw weight.
That's very true. That's a good point. She's been struggling a bit with her draws. You should sweep this one aggressively, though. Anywhere on high side is fine.
This is going to be nice.
That's a good shot.
Hit. Will bounce up. And we'll sit for 3rd. So it will be a shot for 1 here for Team Han. It's going to nose this yellow one, and then it'll get on the board for the first time.
Looks like she's throwing the hit, hey?
Yep, throwing the hit.
Stick. Right on the nose.
Hit and stick. Not a lot of room to roll. If anything, roll to the inside. It's a shot against 3, maybe 4. Running out of her hand.
Uh-oh.
Well, maybe make a double here.
Yeah, she might make the thin double. I think they should call for that.
They will hit and they will hang, and it will spill too far back, and it's going to be a steal of 1 for Team Brown here in the 5th. They will have the 5-0 lead as we go to the 6th end. And before we go to break, we'll say goodbye to Melissa. You do have a plane to catch.
I do. I hope none of my friends are on it because I don't have the best travel luck. So
hopefully
thanks,
a shorter trip for you back home.
I hope so,
Thank
too.
you for joining me here today.
All right. Take care.
And we'll be back more 6th end action here from Kamloops Women's Final Crown of Curling.
This isn't just a beer. This is a double-aged, never back down, full of heart Western beer. This is a beer brewed by 16 guys who risked it all. Original 16. Underdogs since 1989.
And number 6 underway here in Kamloops Women's Final Crown of Curling, part of the BC Women's Curling Tour, presented by Bel Air Direct Insurance and Best Western, where Curl BC members can use this corporate ID code of 0150-4820 to receive discounted rates up to 19% off any room at a Best Western. You can do this when you book your hotel for your next Bonspiel out, and even just a summer vacation. That's the code 0150-4820 to receive discounted rates up to 19%. You can do this online or by calling 1-800-WESTERN. Also like to thank V Sport and the government of BC who are supporting all events on the BC Curling Tour this year through hosting BC, and thank you to them for making this stream possible. Jordan Kiss with you. Steal 1 for Team Brown. They're going to try a take shot here. Ashley Klimchuk. It's going to come to the nose and it will go out. So they're going to have to put the red rock back. 5 rock rule, of course. Interesting call there from Corinne. Update you on the men's final over on sheet 5. Team Tardy with a single in 4. They have a 3-2 lead over Team Matsamora. For Team Hana, a double corner here. Team Brown now is going to ignore trying to play to those corner guards and just go around their yellow one here. Can also tap it. I think if you rip it, you allow Team Hana to freely draw around their 2 corner guards. Give them a rock to think about here. Second Desiree Haas, her first and 6. And will come to the button. Great shot there from Desiree. Team Han going to ignore everything and go around the corner guards. Okay, that's well, it's 2 yellow stones for Team Brown in a very great spot for them. If they really wanted to, they could put up a center. Get really aggressive with it. I'll really put some pressure on Team Han. Gonna try bury a piece here. And they won't bury all of it, but Corinne's just gonna go for the corner guards. Just make sure at some point she will have a little easier shot to remove that red one. A little wide here, so they're going to play to the one in the house. They will roll through the hole. That's a good miss there. Another chance of going around the corner guard here. So that guard comes to the back 12, so they're going to try the peel again. I even think some of the... Again, this one's hanging out, but they will get the top off here. Still sitting 1 right now for Team Brown. Team Han gonna try to make this one in the button accessible. Hit and roll behind the corner. Sit 2. Now this one is wide. Needs to curl for a piece here. Might get the one on the button. No, it'll go right by everything. So, chance for Aaron here to play the peel.
Yeah. Half rock. Clean. Just clean the whole way.
Gonna clean this
Let
one
us all
here.
laugh. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, this is taking off on them, but
Good.
no mistake.
Alright, came up there.
Keel is made. And Team Han's gonna try to come in here, freeze to the yellow one.
I just was a little aggressive with it. Yeah.
So this one needs to be pretty perfect here for Team Han.
Right beside one, probably. Yeah.
So on this one to make it curl. It is by. This is looking very nice.
I was like guarding.
I will come frozen.
Third.
Just short top of the forefoot. So just looking at it to see who's third shot right now. They're talking about probably guarding it up, which I don't mind. It looks like they're indicating that the yellow is third shot.
Huh?
I like the guard here.
Yeah, unless you want to.
You could hit the open one, but you
Yeah.
allow Team Han to hit
Don't
the
hit
red
guarding.
one and sit 2.
Right?
So they're going to guard it up here, guard it on the left side. I like the call. You're sitting very nicely on the button. There's not really much room to access it on the left side here.
Or you could come in. I don't know if you can get there though. Okay.
So they're just going to guard it. So the first of the skip rocks here in 6. 5-0 lead for Team Brown. 3 of those 5 points have been stolen.
Has to sit. Has to sit. Has to sit. No, never.
Just need this one to sit down for him.
Right.
Lines look fine.
Good.
That is a nice shot from Corinne. does the job of the guard.
Okay.
For Team Han, you could try to throw soft weight and move the yellow one off the button, but you may have to make sure you get it out of the forefoot, and you have to sit in there as well. I think they're going to try to come around here and tap the red.
Well, unless she pumps this open.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might have been the call.
It's a very difficult shot. That red one is overburied.
But then if I'm light there, it just doesn't do a
And you have to throw weight at it too, because you got to move 2 rocks. You want to punch the yellow one into the open. I think it's easier to come the other way here.
Yeah, you should have an open hit, potentially.
I'm not 100% sure what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I tried to kind of
Feed it back.
I see you take your time in the hack.
Yeah.
Someone's hanging out there, and it's heavy too. And it's gonna go by everything. I'm really confused by the call on that one.
Yeah, this side.
So right now it's what does Team On have to
You
score
wanna
right
take
now? They're just gonna
Max though, just 'cause
guard
you'd
it
be out there?
here
Like there?
on the right, and you want to block the yellow run back. And Team Han will have to go yellow to score their one. So Team Brown looking really nice here. Again, set up to steal. And you have to ask the question: if they do steal, is that going to be game?
Lead. Hold in. Hold in. Running. Whoa. Whoa. Has to sit. Just has to sit. Just has to sit. Sit down, baby. No, 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 no. Good.
I will sit in front. They'll pretty much block off everything. I don't.
Yeah, I was like,
I think they're going to try the same thing here.
Guard it.
Tap the red. I don't know if there's enough room to draw around it and grab the side enough of the side of the button. I don't even think if you run the yellows in, you're going to be able to get one. You could try to run this one in, and you might be able to get 2 out of it. All right, they're going to go for the draw here. Last rock and 6. And a super difficult shot.
It's gonna be close, actually.
So they're on it now. This is looking really nice here. Just get by. Come, they will tap. And they won't move the yellow far enough, will they?
Yellow?
Looks to be 1 yellow. Aaron's saying it's yellow. Keep looking at it here. Saying it is yellow. And it is going to be handshakes here. I'll make Corinne Brown, your 2019 Crown of Curling champions here on the women's side. The hometown team does it with a 6-0 victory, pitching the shutout. And we will now move over to Team Tardy versus Team Matsamora in the men's final. So we'll try to get this camera over here to the, it's the last rock for Tyler Tardy. A great view of the Kamloops Curling Club there.
Good shooting.
So Team Tardy is one. Looks like they're on the button right now for shot. They do have a 3-2 lead. They're gonna play a guard.
Yeah, stay in your stuff so we can get a nice hit.
The guard is made for Team Matsamora. They just gotta find a way to tap their yellow one, and they'll score one. Looks like there's a hole here.
Is there a little thing upstairs?
Don't need to throw a ton of weight at this one.
After they're done, kind of thing, or? Oh. Well, we watched. I was gonna say you're not gonna watch.
Oh, never mind. Leave it with those rings on. Oh, sorry. No, you're good. I was like, what was the bowl?
Sustain our stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go put my broom away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need me?
This is pretty close here. Needs to get a bye. They will find the hole. They will hit, and looks like they might get two out of this one. One for sure. And we'll wait and see. As Team Matsamora does get on the board here in 5, we'll bring the 6th end to you here from Kamloops. Now in the men's final of the Crown of Curling.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Back here inside the Kamloops Curling Club men's final was a score of 2 for Team Matsamora. In the 5th end, they have the 4-3 lead over Team Tardy. Team Tardy so far undefeated here. Only had to play 4 games. Team Matsamora won the B event here and defeated Team Craig in the semi. some camera adjustments there. So it is Team Tardy with the hammer here in 6. Alex Horvath, the lead. His second rock. We'll come to the nose, and we'll tap this yellow one to the back of the 8-foot. So second rocks now. Jordan Kiss with you with Kamloops Curling Club. Crown of Curling men's final. Corinne Brown, the women's champion, defeated Team Han 6-0. It's part of the BC Curling Tours presented by Bel Air Direct Insurance and Best Western. Looking to corner freeze this red one here. And we'll come to the top of the 12-foot. So chance for Team Tardy to play the come around. Jordan Tardy, also now known as Tot, his new nickname. Melissa would be very disappointed if I don't call him Tot for the rest of this one, so I'll try. And this one will nudge off the yellow and spill open. Could leave a red double here. Play a double. You can also play the nose, which would maybe what they're thinking. Nose a little roll inside. Control the front of the house. This Matsamora team won the Abbotsford Driving Force Cash Spiel over the Thanksgiving weekend. They are coached by Bob Ursel. And this is the team that represented Japan at the World Championships last year in Lethbridge. They finished 4th. I believe they lost to Switzerland in the bronze medal game. They hit and roll to the center. So Team Tardy going to draw around it here. Tardy kind of wanting to force them to make something. They're going to play the come around, and that is a nice draw there from Jordan. Right on the button. So they have this tap back here. On the red one that's just on the 8-foot there, might just be in the way. So you're gonna it's like draw in. Maybe play a little tap here. Doesn't look like the weight's there on this one. But they will tap it and sit for second. I'm just saying, Tyler's saying that they're still second shot. Trying to come around wide here on the left. Then try to get in there to the 4-foot. Sterling Middleton throwing his first rock here. From Fort St. John. Been playing with Tyler for a number of years now. Won all 3 Canadian Junior Championships together, plus 2 World Junior Championships. A Youth Olympic gold medal playing with Mary Fay of Nova Scotia. And I can't remember the other name. I should know. But name's just still slipping my tongue right now. As that is heavy. And we'll slide on through. We still saw Sterling struggle in the semifinal. See if Team Matsmore here can go yellow maybe. That's Carly Burgess. That's who they won the Olympic gold medal with Tyler Charlie and Sterling Middleton. Just double check my facts. So they play a run back here, and all the Reds go. Team Matsumura now is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without the hammer, and they have the front of the house on lockdown. That is a fantastic shot from the third. Tetsuro Shimizu. And a little in off here for Team Tardy. Don't have much up the middle. All of a sudden, Team Tardy looking very nice to score here. Team Matsumura trying to change that. Maybe looking to set up to steal now. It's the last rock for Sterling Middleton. Bring the red in. He'll make 2 go away. And he will still sit there in the 8-foot. Still Team Matsumura sitting 2. Team out of Kurosawa, Japan. This team forced to be reckoned with. They have They had 4 wins on the World Curling Tour last year. A couple third-place finishes, a couple seconds, and of course the 4th at Worlds. Well, they also won the Pacific Asia Curling Championships last year. So now I'm trying to figure out exactly what to do here. Sitting 2. I wonder if you can maybe a hit and roll off the red one. Could try to draw in, maybe back 4. Let's see if you can force Tyler to freeze on it, then hopefully force him to a single. Maybe coming this way, sit for shot. So you haven't made a decision here to come top 8 foot, top 4. A couple plan B choices there. Yuta Matsumura is showing. So maybe half burying the 4 foot behind their yellow. Be careful not to set up a triple here. Even a quad. So it's the first of the skip rocks here in 6. It's a little heavy. It's got T-line weight. We'll sit on the T-line. And tough to tell from our vantage point here of how much it's buried. Probably looks edge on edge. So Tyler maybe thinking clearing the front up here. Just allow yourself to have a shot for 1 on your last. Alex jumping in here, former skip himself. Finishing 3rd, I believe, at provincials 2 years ago at juniors, skipping his team. Also won a junior provincial title with Tyler last year, obviously, as well. Won with a Cam DeJong a while ago. So it looks like they're gonna make some yellows move around here. You can definitely get 3 of them moving, but you have to watch if where this top one goes. You know, it's a chance it could hit and roll into this red one over here. So Tyler delivering his first rock. One, two, 3, and they all go. Opening things up here, Tyler Tardy with the triple. Looks like it'll be just a draw behind the guard here, just to sit 2 for Team Matsamura. Don't want to leave a double. Top 4. Bury it. And that should do the job. Yep, and Tyler's going to put the broom down. Draw on the 4-foot for 1 here. Tie this game up. Last rock underway here in 6. Needs the 4-foot, or at least get pretty close to it. Sweepers have been on this the whole way. And this is light from Tyler. It's going to be a steal of 2 for Team Matsamura in 6. They'll have the 3-point lead going into end number 7. Team Charlie will keep the hammer of the men's final of the Kamloops Crown of Curling.
This isn't just a beer. This is a double-aged, never back down, full of heart Western beer. This is a beer brewed by 16 guys who risked it all. Original 16. Underdogs since 1989.
Back here inside the Kamloops Curling Club. Men's final, Crown of Curling. Drawing a kiss with you. A steal of 2 for Team Matsamura after Tyler came up late on his draw. So Alex Horvath now going to throw the corner guard. I'd like to give a huge shout out here to the everybody here at the Kamloops Curling Club. Rob Norden, the manager. Mike Merklinger for the ice, as well as all the volunteers and everybody who has come out here this weekend to support this event and support all these teams here. It's been another great weekend on the BC Curling Tour. Event number 4 of 5 being Kelowna in 2 weekends. Of course, the juniors will be here next weekend. These 2 teams have won 2 of the 3 events on the men's side of the currently 2 are so far. Tyler won in Vernon, as mentioned earlier. Team Matsamura winning in Abbotsford. Sean Gill won the other one in Maple Ridge. So it'll be a double corner guard here for Team Tardy. Needing at least 2. Down 2 without the hammer is going to be a tough task for them coming home in the 8th end. Just going to play a tight guard here. Trying to make this one curl. And they will come just short of it to the right in the 8 foot. But chance for Team Tardy here and Tot to make a roll. So it is Jordan Tardy. His nickname is Tot. So you can even just tap it back here. Don't want to throw a lot of weight at this. Again, for Team Tardy, the more rocks you can put behind the tee line, the better for you. So back 12 weight. And we'll get a little roll and move those 2 yellowers around. Team out some more. Instead of hitting the open one, they're just going to peel. Looks like just get the 1. Pretty difficult double. And that's what will happen. Look at the top 1 removed. So Team Tardy could come and freeze to this yellow one on the 4 foot. And they're going to try to do a little split here, move their rock in the house behind the corner and kind of sit in front of the yellow one there in the 8 foot on the left. So they're on it right now to try to split it. It's looking pretty close, and they'll hit a little too much of it, but they will push the red one a little too far, and they will push it out. It's a little too much weight. So just the one red one sitting at the top of the 12. And some frustration being shown there from Jordan. Just a peel here as we're now on 3rd rocks. So we'll see what Tyler does here. Maybe seeing put up a guard. Could draw a back house. I think that's the best shot here. I think another option, we come in and freeze on the other one, but they're going to throw up a center guard just to protect their one in the house right now. Well, this is actually the second time they've played Team Matsumura here, Team Tardy. They played them earlier at the beginning of the season in Oakville. Team Tardy picked up the victory in that one 5-4. Should also mention all stats I've been saying here on these streams are provided by curlingzone.com. It's a very interesting fact there. Didn't think they played each other before, but decided to check it out just in case. It turns out they have. So Sterling makes the guard. And it's going to be a peel here for Team Matsumura. And without a doubt, makes it. I think you draw back 8 foot. Back 12. It'll be extremely tough double for Team Matsumura. I don't know if there will be one. You got to try to generate your 2 here for Team Tardy. But also got to make sure you have a chance to score 1. There you go, now we can see the entire house. It's just light, and they're going to try to freeze, and there will be a double. Now the yellow one and the 8 foot will most likely be removed with it. But also the risk of jamming. Well, also you have to think that the red one could hit this one and then come into here and jam. So I think they're going to try it anyways. The red, if you hit it right, the red will go over the top of the yellow and the 4. But again, the risk of a gem is still possible. One, it will hit a little thick, and the red one will sit on top of the yellow one. So for Team Tardy, corner freeze. Just gotta think this one. I think Sterling just wants to think this one through here. If they freeze, what does Team Matsumura do? You know, they probably play the red one that's there on the 4 foot now, because that's going to be easier to get out. And then Tyler will probably have a hit for 2. Yeah, Tyler's pretty confident here. Sterling, again, just wants to make sure this is the right spot for it. I think freezing could bring 3 into play. But you also have to be aware you still, to bring 3 into play, you're going to have to remove both these yellows at some point. So they are going to go freeze this yellow one here. I don't know if it's the shot, but I can't think of anything else right now. Sterling was saying, hit and roll to the wing. This is looking pretty close here from Tyler. I think he needs to curl a hair more. This is perfect. Exactly where he took a little bounce off. No double. And you can't hit the red one out without it hitting both yellows. So that's a great shot from Tyler. Key Matsumori here maybe thinking hitting the red one on the right here and hit the underside of the rock that Tyler just threw and push it up. At least get one of them moving. Even you can just hit and roll behind. I don't know if Tyler will have a shot for two. One roll over and hit the underside of it, and that's good. Oh, see here. Looks like Tyler can hit this yellow one on the nose and score his deuce in 7. So hit the red one. You'll make both go away. So 2 here, and they'll trail by 1, coming home in the 8th end. Made it in, and the shot is made, and it'll be a score 2 for Team Tardy here in 7. Team Matsumori will have the hammer coming home in the men's final of the Kamloops Crown of Curling.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Back here inside the Kamloops Curling Club, last end here. Team Tardy needing to steal a 1 to force an extra end. That's more with the hammer. They're going to go for the tick. This is part of the BC Men's Curling Tour presented by Bel Air Direct Insurance and Best Western, the official hotel of Curl BC. I'd also like to give a shout out to Original 16, the new official beer of Curl BC. Jordan Kiss with you as we wrap up another exciting weekend of curling. This one's going to over curl. I'm going bring this one to the 12-foot. And just a little light on the tick. And just a tight center guard here for the double centers. And we'll see if Team Matsumoto likes to play the tick one more. They will. Usually you don't see the team go for the tick the second time if they miss the first. Because if you miss it 2 times in a row, you really set yourself up behind the 8 ball. So some teams in this situation will just draw right around and then start peeling on their next. They're going to go for the tick here. This is a little better. They're going to try to get it out. And he's working hard, and it just won't be enough. So a fantastic tick from Kosuke Aita. They're going to throw another high guard. Team Tardy is going to keep throwing these guards, and hopefully Team Matsumoto doesn't make a double peel. The guard is made. I'd like to thank you for joining me here on this Sunday evening. Whether this is your first time this weekend or your 11th. We appreciate you watching here, whether we're from wherever you're watching from. People from Moose Jaw, here, Victoria. Glad we can bring you some curling action here on your weekend. We'll get the back one, and we'll hit the yellow one in the house, but will go out. So still a high center guard for Team Tardy. Again, they're going to ask for a tight one here. Sterling and Alex getting as much separation as they can here, and Todd with a great guard. A little closer together. We'll see if Team Matsumoto tries it. They're going to try for the double peel. And if they make it, their chances of winning here go way, way up. One, and that's all they'll get. As long as they get one. high center guard. And try to be in front of yours, which is just off the center line. So makes the double as hard as possible. So expect Sterling's both of his rocks to be guards, and Tyler might go in on his first. Well, actually, they are going to come around. And it's a great job from Sterling. Team Tardy will like to have a team Matsumura facing 2 on their last. A straight peel here, and Team Tardy is going to guard theirs for their life. They're trying to get the one in the house as well. And just go over top. And here comes the hard part now, making the perfect guard. I think they're fine it over curling and going to center line. Now the rock will probably be open, but I assume Team Matsumura will play the peel either way. Interesting to see here, because for later on, looks like the yellow corner guard up way up there might be in the way of the draw path to the button on that side. So we'll see if that becomes a factor come Team Matsumura's last. The way it's looking, I don't think it will, but it's there. You never know. Something to think about. So Sterling with 2 good shots as it comes to the center. So again, going to try the double. Angle's there. The last third rocks here in 8. And they'll just get the top off again. So another guard here. I think based on where this red one is, I feel like they're going to guard on both the Tyler shots if they can. You would like to have Yuta draw against 2. Or at least face 2, but I think you'd rather have him draw against 1 than an open hit against 2. Especially with all the hits in this end for Team Matsumura. So another guard from Tyler is made. There you go, now we'll get the rocks right. So maybe thinking maybe going after it here. Maybe coming in and forcing Tyler to make the shot. I'm just gonna go peel. So I think straight peel. See what Team Tardy does for their last. No, if it's straight peel, Team Tardy might try to tap. And we'll get the peel. Team Tardy could guard. Maybe just a biter. Well, leave a pretty short double. We could just nose freeze. Not exactly sure what Tyler's calling here. Might be just one more guard. Yuta has to draw to the forefoot. They're just going to guard. Just a tight one here. Try to get a biter. And they want to let us straight guard it here. So worst case for Team Matsumoto, an extra end. And we're going to draw to the forefoot. It doesn't look like that yellow one will be in the way. Or maybe it is. They're going to take a look at it. We just need a piece of the floor. Looks like the red is dead buried. So maybe the yellow one is in the ways. You took a look at it, but they feel confident they can still make the draw. Needs about half of the forefoot here for the win. And to win another event here in BC for the team from Japan. Last rock here in 8. Draw for the win and call yourselves the crown of curling champions. Well, sweepers like the weight. And this looks perfect. Stern will come out and draw the button, and Team Matsumoto will win the crown of curling here in Kamloops. Her second win in a row here in BC after winning Abbotsford. Team Tardy will finish second here, and it was another great game here. Congrats to Team Matsumoto, and that will do it for our coverage here in Kamloops at the crown of curling. Thank you to the Kamloops Curling Club, Rob Norton, everybody here, as well as thank you to you for watching. We'll be back again in 2 weekends from now in Kelowna. Remembrance Day long weekend is going to be a Saturday, Sunday, Monday event. Of course, Monday the holiday, so we'll have coverage for you starting on Saturday. Lots of great things to look forward to in the broadcast. It's going to be completely revamped. You don't want to miss it, so we'll talk to you again in Kelowna. From our producer, Marcio, from myself, Jordan Kiss, thank you again, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
This isn't just a beer. This is a double-aged, never-back-down, full-of-heart Western beer. This is a beer brewed by 16 guys who risked it all. Original 16. Underdogs since 1989.